square, motherfucker, cause the king is back.
Oh yeah. What's up? How you doing? Hope you're doing good out there. I'm doing great as always. You know what I mean? As long as I'm alive and breathing, I'm doing great. So today we're gonna talk about. Well, first of all, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Zoo Lion Uncut. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for chilling with me for a minute. You know who it is. K. That's what we do. So anyway, today we're going to talk about P. Diddy. We're going to talk about P. Diddy and this whole situation. I didn't want to get into it. I didn't really want to talk about it. You know what I mean? It was just so gross. It was so gross. I just didn't even want to talk about it. But then I came across a video that was just like, man, I have to talk about this, okay? I have to talk about it. So it's just like, you know, even though you got all these allegations, you know what I mean? You got his mansion being raided, which had cameras in every room. You know what I'm saying? This video footage of all types of people doing who knows what. Okay, it's really looking like the end of the industry. It's really looking like the end of the industry, which it needs to be. It needs to be the end. Because basically, while you watching all this transpire, while you watching all these events transpire, basically what you're looking at is you're looking at the inner workings of basically the devil's world, Satan's world. All right. So you got all these allegations now. It's looking like, you know, Diddy's going down, but it ain't been no arrest. He ain't been arrested. Okay. He got money to go ahead and keep this going and going in court. You know what I mean? So it's a possibility things don't look the way they seem. You know what I mean? I remember an interview with Orlando Brown. Orlando Brown was like, it's not going to stop. It ain't going to stop, can't stop, whatever. But we're going to have to wait and see. But all I know is that Diddy been doing his thing since the 90s. Okay? It's now 2024. And he still ain't faced no judgment for nothing. So it's kind of funny to me how this man been doing all this dirt, and he ain't the only one. He ain't the only one. There's other people that haven't been named yet. Okay? That haven't been named yet. I heard that Jay-Z is next. Okay? Beyonce name popping up. Like she basically worse on the level of all of them. So this situation is going to get very, very ugly. Very ugly. I'm telling you that right now. So you got this producer guy. His name is Rob. I don't even got his name, but you know that producer that came out and he just spilling all the beans. He's spilling all the beans. He even mentioned a situation with this lady I'm going to discuss later on that says that she was allegedly shot in the face. She was allegedly shot in the face. And I think 1999, okay? And she mentioned Diddy. She mentioned Diddy as the shooter. So, like I said, it's a lot to be discussed. It's a lot to be discussed, and it's a lot to be discussed as far as what they do what these people do behind the scenes, where they're doing things that they like to call hazing. Okay, that basically means, okay, if you want to get into the industry, oh, they gonna make you do some stuff. They're gonna make you do some heinous stuff to prove that you really want it, that you really want you really want this, that you really want the fame and the fortune. Okay, and there's a lot of people out here that will do any and everything for fame and fortune. All right, so to these people, yeah, I mean, I like to know who you are. I like to know people that would just do any and everything for money. That way I can get away from you. Cause I don't even want to be around people that just do any and everything for some bread. All right. So, like I said, this is a very, very, very crazy situation. Very crazy, very spooky, very disgusting situation. But we gonna analyze this right now. So I'm about to just jump into a nice little shocker clip right quick. I'm gonna jump right into it, and I'm a comment after, and we gonna see how far people will go to gain money and fame. We gonna see. So let's check this out.
Bent over on all fours. His ass was lit up like a Christmas tree. It was the scariest thing I ever seen in my life. I saw a woman tied up in the closet, looked like she was being beat with a whip. I saw men feeding each other grapes. I saw huge penises everywhere. I saw men sucking each other's penises. I saw dogs getting fucked in their asses. It was crazy.
Oh my
it was
God.
the sickest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I was so scared that I ran. I ran so fast. I ran out of there. I've never ran that fast in my life. I've never ran that fast in my life. I got the fuck out of there.
Oh no. Oh no. Now look, man, I don't know who this lady is. She kind of looked like that lady, that chick from House Party, the one that was Tisha Campbell's friend. I forget her name. You know what I mean? She looked like her, but I'm not sure. All right, go ahead, comment below if that's her or whatever. I don't know, but she looked like her, but young. Okay, now, okay, she say she was at the party. Okay, I don't know when she was at the party. I don't know if this was back in the 90s or whatever. But come on now, like it, the line the line was crossed once she mentioned that the dogs were getting essayed. It's not even funny, but it's just like dog dogs are getting essayed at these parties. All right, now where ain't nobody mentioned about nothing about no dogs or no animals, but I believe it. Okay, I believe it. I'm gonna tell you that off the break because that's the type of games that they would be into. Okay, it's a lot that's not being discussed. Now, I gotta worry about, like, I'm wondering about that bodyguard Gene Deal, because Gene Deal, he never mentioned nothing about no animals. He never mentioned nothing about. They didn't mention that, but damn, like that's OC. Okay, that's OC. Because it's like dogs, like, man, that's just OC. Okay, we need to save the dogs. Like, I can't understand, like, how man, this is so evil. This is so evil and wicked. It just crossed so many lines, but man, I believe that lady because she sound like she's still horrified. She's still horrified to this day. Like, said she got up out of there with the quickness. With the quickness though. So I'm really like freaked out. I'm really like freaked out behind this video, but that was very shocking for somebody to just come out and say like that. But best believe, okay, this the devil's world, man. Okay, this the devil's world we looking at, and it's meant to get shut down. 2024, this thing is crumbling before our eyes. All the secrets are being revealed. It's just ugly. But it's like so many. What I look at is it's like so many people just want to get in this game so bad. This is what you want. This is what you want. This is what goes on. Like, man, the Meek Mill tapes. You heard that tape with Meek Mill and P. Diddy? Ugh. I was just like totally disgusted. Totally disgusted. But this is what you want to get in the game? Anybody that's willing to essay a dog, go ahead and comment below, and I want you to say, I would do it. I would do it. I want to know your names. All right. So if this is what you into, stand up for yours. Okay. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. I'm not saying I want to know who you are because I'm down. I'm not down with it at all. But man, you got to be at a low, all-time low to just be like, yeah, I'm. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do to just be in this life. Okay? It is what people say it is. Okay, things is not what they seem. Things look good on the outside. Things look good on the outside, but on the inside, it's a whole nother story. So man, people, come on. Okay, you got the freak offs. You got this and that. You got P. Diddy calling dudes daddy. It's just like, man, what is going on? I'm just like, I cannot believe it. So anyway, we're going to move on. We ain't going to make this no super long video. But I just had to touch on this just a little bit. Like, this is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. So anyway, let's go ahead and play this next clip. Now, it's Justin Bieber. Now, they really done messed Justin Bieber up, boy. Justin Bieber messed up. And it's all behind him and Diddy and Usher. It's just, they messed that dude up. Now you see him, they got him with footage with Odell Beckham. They got him with footage with Odell Beckham. Did you see that clip? With him just, where they pull up on him and then he just get up. He get up like, yeah, wiping his mouth with Odell Beckham. And I heard Cherry Psalms was there. He was the lookout. And then it's more footage came out with Justin Bieber and Jaden Smith. It's just, man, look, at this point, and in this footage right here, like, this is where they say that Diddy was checking him for a wire to make sure that the feds wasn't listening to what was going on. Now, that's OC. Now Gene Deal say that's like against the law. You know what I mean? Interfering with federal evidence. Okay, because Gene Deal was like, if Justin Bieber had already spoke to the feds prior to this event, that's like tampering with federal evidence, and it's against the law. So P. Diddy rap sheet is just like, it's just piling up. It's piling up with allegations. But we're gonna see in the end if there's gonna be justice in this situation. If it's justice. All right? Because this proves like this proves like, and then there's, you look at Diddy, man, he really looking like a cold demon. When you really look at him, it's some footage of him where he was just looking like super evil. I'm probably gonna put it in this video somewhere in here. But this right here, man, this proves that we in the end. Okay, this is the end of the world. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, oh man. So I just can't wrap my mind around all this. But like I said, this is like tampering with evidence right here. Justin Bieber, they say he being pimped out to the game. He being pimped out to the celebrities now. Anything goes for Justin. He just a somebody for hire right now. It's just OC. It's OC, people. So sad state of affairs, man. But like I said, this is what people want. This is what people want. I don't want no parts of it. Okay? Cause like apparently this was the whole mission from the beginning. Apparently this was the whole mission from the jump. Like, okay? Because the devil would do stuff like this, okay? He will have you compromise your morals. He'll have you doing things that you wouldn't normally be doing in normal situations. He'll have you just crossing your boundaries and everything. All that. To just bring you down to an all-time low just so that he can go ahead and give you the world for a temporary amount of time. It's just insane to me. Okay? It's insane to me. And then basically everybody should just come on out with it, because basically it's looking like it's true what Fat Joe had said a long time ago, that basically the gays run the industry. The gays run the industry. Okay? Like I said, this ain't no diss to the LGB. When I'm talking about the big picture of the situation, I'm talking about the big picture where it's like the gays run the industry. So basically everybody, we got to just wrap it up. Like, this industry is based on that. Okay, the entertainment is just based on that, because everybody that comes out, all this scandal that comes out, all the dirt that comes out, okay, the whole gay issue pops up. You got these dudes out here, they wearing lipstick and fingernails, and they always want to put black people in dresses and this and that. Okay, just everybody just need to come out with it. Okay? Videos out there. We want your kids. We want your children. It's just like, yo. At this point, everybody should know that this is basically what's going on. This is basically what the industry is about. Okay? This is what everything boils down to. And just be honest about it, because almost in every situation, that's the biggest issue. That's the biggest issue. So, moving on.
Kutcher is reportedly concerned about being drawn into the P. Diddy drama due to his friendship with the rapper. The former That 70s show star, 46, and his friendship with the I'll Be Missing You singer, 54, stretches back decades as they hosted MTV shows. Now, a source claims the actor is expecting a subpoena amid Diddy's trafficking probe due to his relationship with the musician. Despite the pair's friendship, Kutcher's wife, Mila Kunis, has reportedly forbidden him to make any contact following the scandal. There is no way in hell Ashton or Mila will be showing any sort of public support for Diddy right now, a source told Mail Online. They continued, regardless of Ashton's long history with him, he has distanced himself from Diddy since Cassie's lawsuit, and even more so in the wake of the new ones. Mila will not let Ashton be in any sort of contact. He is expecting a subpoena, as they have been good friends for 20 years. A year later, Kutcher refused to share stories from Diddy's parties during a Hot Ones interview. Kutcher told host Sean Evans, "I've got a lot I can't tell." He then paused before adding, "I can't tell that one either." What do you think of it all? Kindly let us know down below, and as always, thanks for tuning in here at Dirt TV.
Ashton Kutcher, he in the mix. They long time, decades long friends. Who knows what secrets that he holding? But he not gonna open his mouth. Okay, he not gonna say nothing. But you gotta imagine, you got to know that his long time friendship with Diddy, who knows what Ashton was involved in, what he participated in, all that. Ain't nobody, don't nobody know, okay? And he not saying nothing. He keeping his mouth shut, but he done distanced himself from his longtime friend. But, okay, is video footage coming from every camera in Diddy's mansion where, yeah, he can be quiet all he want, but when them tapes come out, okay, you can't run from the video footage. You can't run from the video footage, Ashton Kutcher. All right? Because like somebody else said, predators, they keep their video footage and photos like gold, like that's their gold or something. So if he got you on tape, he got you on tape. He got you on tape. So that's OC. You know what I mean? Who knows? But it's like I said, P. Diddy been doing this stuff since the 90s. He been doing this stuff since the 90s, and it's like another fact you got to realize is that all these celebrities that been out in the game since the 90s, they all knew what was going on. They all knew everything that was going on, and nobody said nothing. Nobody said nothing. So it's not like this situation just started. This situation been going on. All your favorite celebrities is involved. Everybody knew the dirt, and ain't nobody say nothing because they was scared of him. They was scared, and they was this and that, and he was, man, whatever. But this ain't no new news, okay? This ain't no new news. And then everybody ain't been implicated. All the names ain't been revealed. Man, you just gotta like buckle your seatbelts. Just buckle your seatbelts and just watch this thing. Cause this whole thing gonna be broke wide open this year. This year. It's all gonna come out. So, like I said, man, just the industry, entertainment, the movies, everything, the music industry, the whole system, everything just need to be canceled. It just need to be canceled because this whole situation is just gross. It's gross, but this got to do with like lack of knowledge because, like I said, people ain't really know. Okay, this whole world been run by the demonic forces. You know what I'm saying? And this proves that fact. Okay, this situation proves that fact, okay? We done got our little evidence. We done seen all the little symbols and all that, okay, that let us know what they was really about. But nah, you gotta look at this situation from the clear-eye view. You gotta look at this from the clear-eye view. Like, this is all satanic. This is all satanic stuff that we're looking at while we're looking at this situation. Okay? It's stuff that they've done that is not being discussed. Like, you gotta just use your imagination how far people will go, how low people will go. You gotta understand, okay, this whole situation with the dogs just came up. You got to understand that that's just something that didn't come out, but it's so much more that has not been brought out. Disgusting stuff that people have done. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable to me, because I'm not that dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that dude. It's just not, it ain't worth it to me. I don't care how much money that you give me. I'm not going, it's a line that I'm not going to cross. Okay? It's places I'm not going to go for no amounts of money. But it's just sad. It's sad to know that people do this. That people do this stuff. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. It really is. You know what I mean? People really need to go back to God. People need to go back to the Most High, because basically if there's people out here that will merge with the devil, you got to know that the Most High is real and the Most High exists, okay? And it's just like, it's OC how people will sacrifice doing what they want to do for a temporary amount of time, but as to, you know what I mean, fight against it, fight against that type of stuff, and do the best you can so that you can have the most unbelievable life ever in eternity. It just does not make sense. The math does not add up. Okay, the math don't add up. How people, they only think in the short term. It's just like, I want to do what I want to do right now. Da da da. But anyway, so let's go ahead and play this last clip. Let's play this last clip and let's discuss it.
She joins us now, sharing her story. Natanya, thank you so much for being with us. I can't imagine what you've been through since 1999, and then all the emotions that must be coming up over the last couple of days. What was your reaction, Natanya, when you saw these massive raids at P. Diddy's two homes?
First and foremost, thank you for having me. It was very emotional. In short, it was extremely emotional because it was basically, it marked 25 years, a quarter of a century since this occurred. And I've had to relive this over and over again, intermittently in that time. So when I saw it, it was very cathartic because I finally felt like justice would be done. Justice would be mine and belong to all of his victims.
Yeah, and you have said since really right after the shooting that it was P. Diddy who shot you. I mean, I think you even said it to the doctor that night, right?
I said it immediately. I literally watched them pull out the guns. I've had a clear point of view. I mean, for God's sake, I got shot in my nose. I was facing them directly. I watched everything occur and have described it, you know, vehemently to all parties involved. I think in our society, we have respectability politics. There are people who want to be adjacent to power or celebrity or money, and there's a hierarchy of respectability. Because his name was more notable, he was believed rather than a victim who gave a first-hand account. By the grace of God, I survived.
Yeah, and this was also a different time. I mean, things were very, very different in 1999. I mean, did you sense right from the beginning that no one believed you?
Well, I don't think that was on my mind. I think first and foremost, I'm a mother. I'm a mother of 3. At the time, I was a mother of 2. And just surviving and getting home to my children was of the utmost importance to me. Being whole and being able to mother them. That was, primary on my list. I didn't have any reason to believe that to think that someone would not believe me. But as things unfolded, it was a very short period of time where I realized that's what in fact was happening.
So, as I mentioned, Diddy has denied being the one who pulled the trigger. But this is interesting, Natanya. Rodney Jones, also known as Little Rod, is now suing Diddy for sexual harassment. That's something that's been in the headlines for the last couple of days. And there's a very interesting quote from his lawsuit that relates back to you that I want to read because it sort of ties all of this together. And it says, Jones claims in the lawsuit, Mr. Combs shared that he was responsible for the shooting in the nightclub in New York City with rapper Shine. He shared that artist and Mr. Combs' girlfriend at the time, Jennifer Lopez, aka J-Lo, carried the gun into the club for him and passed him the gun after he got into an altercation with another individual. So now you have Little Rod in this new lawsuit saying that Diddy told him that he actually was responsible. I mean, what did you think when you read that?
Well, I was incensed for a number of reasons. First and foremost, for the past quarter of a century, he's vehemently denied that he was responsible, even though I knew wholeheartedly, and as so many others who were in the club that night, we all knew he was responsible. A lot of people were afraid for their safety, justifiably so. I mean, the history that has occurred in the last 25 years proves that they were justified in being afraid. But I wasn't afraid. I wasn't afraid because I still I have 9 bullet fragments remaining in my face. So when I saw that count 128, that's actually count 128 of the lawsuit. When I saw that on a podcast that was analyzing all of the counts, I knew I had to speak. I had no intention of going viral. I was just getting it out of me. I have a mantra, having my say. There was a time a few years ago where I had a talk radio show called Having My Say. And that's very important to me. I believe everyone is entitled to have their say. Far too often we don't hear people or listen. And so I just wanted to get it out of me because it was like an audible, deep breath that I needed to take. And I made the TikTok video not expecting it to go viral. Went to pick up my daughter, came back home, and she's like, and I literally told her, I'm like, well, you're probably going to see it tomorrow. I made a video on TikTok. Maybe 100 people will see it. By the time we got home, she said, Mommy, it was 70,000 people. And I could not believe it. But it was time. It was time for me to speak. I'd stayed quiet for 25 years. It was my time to speak.
Yeah, we don't know yet what's going to happen with the P. Diddy situation. Obviously, again, he hasn't been arrested. There's clearly a very big federal investigation happening now. But I'm thinking back to other cases, R. Kelly, Jeffrey Epstein. When they started to dig, all sorts of stuff came to the surface. They reopened old investigations. Would you like to see the investigation involving you getting shot at that club be reopened?
Absolutely. Absolutely. The irony is there was a grand jury. We all had to go and speak at the grand jury. J-Lo testified at the grand jury, as did many other people. It needs to be reopened because if that is in fact the case, she carried the gun in and she lied to the grand jury. It needs to be reopened. My shooting, ironically, the night I went into the club, I had a comb in my pocketbook called a rat tail comb. People in the beauty industry or people that use that type of comb would be all too familiar. It's just a comb. It can't do anything to harm anyone. And I had the very security officer who lied during the trial, Sharice, I forget her last name, but she literally took it from me and kind of pushed me like, you can't take this thing. This is a weapon to let other people in with guns. If someone had combed me 24 years ago, I'd be fine. You wouldn't even know my name. But having been shot by someone that was allowed to come into the gun when I couldn't bring in a comb, I would absolutely unequivocally like the case reopened. It needs to be reopened. And the saddest part for me is, had people taken what I said more seriously and listened more intently, 24 years worth of people probably would not have had to suffer.
Yeah, and I ask you this respectfully, just because I think people at home might be wondering, and never been shot. I can't imagine what that's like. But, you know, in the chaos of that moment, and it's a club and there's people all around, like, how can you be sure that it was actually P. Diddy?
Because I was standing by the front door. I watched the entire thing out. I had no reason to believe that it would escalate to a shooting. It was just male machismo and bravado at first. A lot of pushing and shoving, raised voices, hands. But then I saw them reach in their waist and draw from their hip. And I knew. I instantly turned to my friends and told them, be careful, watch out. And when I turned back, I know, and I've said over and over, I've heard the voice of God said, you are about to be hit. Calm down. And as I said no, I looked straight forward ahead and I watched the muzzle flash from both of their guns and I felt the impact to my face instantly.
Wow.
There's no doubt in my mind who shot me.
Now this situation right here, man, this situation is sad. This situation is super sad when it comes down to this lady right here. Okay, it's sad when she's saying she was shot in the face during this little club incident back in 99. I think that's 99. It's been 25 years. Ain't no justice been given to this lady. And she basically said she seen the whole thing. She seen the whole thing. That producer that's got the lawsuit, I think his name is Rob or Rod or something like that. It's just like, you know what I mean? That just shows you how dirty this system has been, how dirty it is, how dirty it's been, okay? To where people with status and money can just do things and just get away with it. It just is, no, that's not the way it was supposed to be, okay? And that this lady right here, man, that she had to go through that. She had to go through all that, okay? She had children and she got children and everything. And just basically wanted to just go out, have a good time, come back home, and then this happens to you. It's just OC. It just doesn't make sense at all that people got away with it. Like I said, that producer Rod, he mentioned this situation saying that even Diddy himself admitted it. That he admitted that he the one that did it. And still it's so hard. It's so hard to gain justice in this case. Or in these multiple cases. It's just like, it's OC. All these allegations. Murder been implicated. Like, this is wild. Okay, this is wild, people. But this rabbit hole is deep. This rabbit hole is deep. So even though I'm discussing it like this, it's more to it. It's more to it that's not being discussed, that people really don't understand. They don't understand it like that, etc., etc. So it just is what it is, okay? But when they say things, the rabbit hole, things go deep, yeah, things go real deep. But that lady, man, that's crazy. And then when it came down to Shine, you got to think Shine went to jail for 20 years. Okay, you got to think about the people that covered up for him, all types of stuff. Shine went to jail. It's talks that J-Lo allegedly brought the gun into the club. It's just like, what is going on? It's like, what is going on? But we're going to see, man. We're going to see how this whole situation plays out, man. That's all I can say. We're going to see how it plays out, because this is deep. This is deep. But it's a good thing that right now everything's coming out in the open. It's a good thing that everything's coming out in the open. You know what I mean? It's about time. It's about time. But we need to stand up. We need to stand up, come together. We need to stand up and come together and put an end to this. And put an end to this, because you got underage people getting victimized, violated. It's just really a wild situation. Really wild. So, I don't know. But anyway, subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, people. You know what I mean? We keeping it hot over here. We ain't gonna let up. We're not gonna let up. We're not gonna let up. You gotta keep the pressure. You gotta keep the pressure on all the situations they trying to keep covered. Just keep the pressure up. So go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that notification bell. And go ahead and comment below. Comment below so we can discuss it. Alright? Because I want to hear everything. Like I said, if you would go ahead and essay a dog to be famous, go ahead and put yourself out there in the comments. Go ahead and put yourself out there. Stand up for it. Alright? I know it's like millions and millions of y'all out there. So don't try to hide. Don't try to hide. Just come on out and admit it. Just come on out and admit it. So anyway, man, go to God, man. Go to the Most High. Repent of your sins. Okay? Repent, people. Because this world going down. Okay? They hiding a whole bunch of stuff. Okay? It's countries. It's stuff they not showing you in the news. Okay? They keeping you occupied and distracted with all these little different situations, because in the world, it's countries out here getting hit. Look at Dubai. Dubai underwater. It's people out there getting ransacked by locusts and cicadas and all types of crazy stuff. Yeah, I think it's about time. It's time for people to get real. It's time for people to get real, get serious with their situations. Because the Most High ain't playing. He not playing, and he uncovering all this information for a reason. So, yeah, if you love the Most High, yeah, rep the Most High, y'all. Okay? Hallelujah. Because it's not a game out here, folks. So anyway, thank you, everybody. Thank you to all my subscribers. I really appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for the support. Y'all make sure y'all have a great day and y'all have a great night. And I'm out, y'all.